comfort in any room because this is a portable AC unit, but it's just not an air conditioner. It's actually has a fan that has 3 speeds. There's a dehumidifier in here. It's also a heater, and it's all can be controlled by the touch of the buttons that you're seeing there on the machine itself, and that's the dehumidifier, or it can be used the remote. Now, as far as the cooling and heating, it goes from 64 degrees to 89 degrees. It heats a 500 square foot room up, so 20 by 25. There is that is the filter right there. We'll talk about that. It's easy to install. You get all the pieces that you need to install it to the window. You're also getting no drip technology in here. The only thing that you're going to add into this is you're just going to add 2 AAA batteries into the remote, and then that's that. It comes in black. This is new today. It's V36310. Your QVC 2 big deal price is $416.52. Now, eventually it's going to go up to over $500, which it is not today. We have this on 5 easy payments with your major credit card of $83.30. But if you'd like to pay for it over the next 12 months, you'll have to use a Q card, which is our in-house credit card. You can sign up for one if you'd like to, and you get a $20 account credit. I know it's not much when you're talking about a really thoughtful purchase like this, but it does help. I want to share with you a comparable retail value, and you can see that right here on your screen. So instead of paying $561.82 as a comparable retail value, we're coming in at $416, so about $140 some less than that, and you get to pay for it over 5 months or 12 months, and the price is good until the end of the day on May the 4th. This is from Delonghi. It's a 12,000 BTU portable AC unit that has the heat. V36310 is your item number. And I'm super excited. First of all, if you own a Delonghi, we would love to hear from you. But I'm really happy because our friend Sean Pickford, who is one of our do-it-yourselfers guys, he is going to be joining us, and he's going to talk us through this Delonghi that is our QVC 2 big deal for today. Sean, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Sean's going to join us on Skype from his home. Hi,
hey,
Sean.
How are you?
We miss you. How's Lori? All the kids? Everybody okay?
Yeah, everybody's doing fine. Thanks for asking. We really appreciate it, and hope everybody in your family is doing well, and all our QVC family.
Oh, good. Thank you. All right. So, very first thing, I want to ask you about Delonghi. Who is Delonghi?
So, Delonghi is a leading manufacturer of what we call white goods. They're air conditioners, refrigerators, all the things that are in your home, the appliances. They were the original ones that brought air conditioning to the United States. So when it comes to cooling and heating your homes, they really know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So,
now, this particular unit, right, this is a 4-in-1. We're actually calling this the 12,000 BTU portable AC with heat, but really there's 4-in-1. What else does this do?
So, first of all, it's an air conditioner that will air condition up to 500 square feet. It's a room that's 20 by 25. Then it's a dehumidifier. So the dehumidifier takes all the moisture out of the air. That's the stickiness that we feel when you feel kind of like a wet dish rag. So it'll remove up to 7 gallons of water in a 24-hour period, and you don't have to empty a bucket or pail. It just pushes it right out through the tube outside. Then it's a 3-speed fan. The one you have set up in there where you are at QVC you can see in what the fan mode. You don't need that hooked up to the window kit. There's 3 speeds. There's high, medium, and low, and you can put that anywhere in your home you want to use it. Then the last one is the heat mode. Today would be a good one for the heat mode. It got a little cold out there. So
totally.
That's the beauty of this, because it's a 4-season unit. You really never have to put this away because there's always times when you can use one of the 4 functions it has.
That's awesome. I was using the remote to kind of control it, but all those buttons are, I just turned it off, but all those buttons are right there as well.
Right.
How does this work, Sean? We're going to show an animation.
Okay. So what we do is we exchange the air. In order to cool the air, you got to get rid of the old, wet, moist air, which is those red arrows. So we draw air in, we cool it off, and we push the warm air outside. So when you get this home and you hook it up and you touch the tube after you have it running, especially in the air conditioning mode, you will feel the warm air in the tube. So it's pushing it back outside where it belongs. That's how we heat and cool the air. This is the dehumidifier. This is what collects the moisture in the room. Then it pulverizes it into a fine mist and pushes it through that tube back outside. You don't have to worry about it dripping down the side of your house. We've all seen the window ones with the stain down the side. It doesn't do any of that because it creates such a fine mist when it pulverizes those water particles.
Can I show you this right here, Sean? Because you were just talking about all that drippy mess. Like, what did you bring me here? Why do I have all these pieces here? What is this?
These are all the pieces that it replaces. So that thing on the table there, basically that should be a boat anchor right now. That's a window unit air conditioner. It's not 12,000 BTUs, but it probably weighs twice as much. And think about balancing that thing on your windowsill, all of about 4 inches, and you live on the 5th floor. All right? Probably not safe. And it's
I actually had one of these in my New York apartment when I lived in Times Square. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. And it's really, really loud when it's turned on. So think about it. It's like sleeping next to a jet airplane taking off.
Very true. So, I didn't mind it when I was in New York City because it's so loud in the city. But if out in the country, or if I don't like all that noise, don't want it. What about this one over here? Is that the dehumidifier, this guy right here? What is that?
Yeah, that's the dehumidifier. So that removes the moisture from the air. That makes us feel comfortable. So it's not the heat, it's the humidity that makes us feel bad. So that takes humidity out of the air and puts it in a bucket in the bottom of that. So in order to keep up with our Delonghi unit, you'd have to empty that 7 times a day, every day while you were using. Right.
Really?
So it was great. It was great technology 25 years ago, but things have changed now.
And then also you have the box fans, and that's just 3 of the things that I have here. So what about, now this is a 4-in-1. Take me through the 4-in-1 that I'm getting with this one Delonghi.
So the only thing you're missing there in front of you is the heater. So that would be the other piece. So you have air conditioning, you have dehumidification, you have the 3-speed fan, and you have that heater. So that's what makes it great because you can control the temperature in your home. Let's face it, most homes have one room. It doesn't get the right amount of heating and it doesn't get the right amount of cooling. And it's usually the same room. And a lot of times it's either at the end of the run of your heating and air conditioning system or it's above a garage somewhere.
Okay, you've done a fun little video that goes through all 4 of the features of this. So we're going to play that video.
Okay, great.
So let me show you how easy it is to get your Delonghi 4-in-1 air conditioner out of the box and set up and ready to go. Once you cut the straps, then you're going to lift the top off of the box and you're going to see the unit in there with all the pieces that it comes with. Once you unpack all those things, all you simply have to do to get it out of the bottom of the box is reach down. There's 2 handles, one on either side. As you reach down, go ahead and pick it up. I can slide the box out of the way. Now the wheels are already installed on here, so I can roll this to whatever room I'm going to use it in without having to pick it up again. Watch how easy this is. The room I decided to put this in is my family room because we need a little extra cooling help in here. So it's real easy to do. Once you wheel it into place, figure out what window you're going to put it in. First thing you're going to do is look for your instruction sheet. This thing is really cool because it gives you picture instructions step by step, and there are 0, let me say that again, 0 tools required to install this. It's simple, it's easy. Follow along, you can do it. Now, what we did, we took our window kit here, we twisted the 2 ends on, they twist on counterclockwise. We attached it to our window kit here. Our window kit will work in a window that's up to 47 inches wide or as small as 20 inches. As long as your window opens up and down like this guy or slides side to side, this will work. It's that fast, it's that easy to do. Now, we're pretty much ready to go. We have it plugged in. We got our remote out. We put our 2 AAA batteries in there so we can control it from here, or we can control it on the unit by just hitting the button on the front. As you can see, we have it set to 75 degrees. If I want to make it a little cooler in here, I can turn that down all the way to 64 degrees to be nice and cool. It's that easy to set it up and have it running in your home.
That's a great video, Sean. Thank you. I do want to show you all of this. This is an amazing offer for you because this, instead of being $561 to get this home, we're actually doing this as a QVC 2 big deal price of just $416.52. Now, understand that's still a sizable amount right now, but what we've done is we're giving you 5 months to pay for it if you have a major credit card of $83.30. I'm going to take you to 12 months. We can do that for 12 months, and it'll be just around, I figured it out, but I've lost $34.71 if you have a Q card. And the Q card is our in-house credit card. Just sign up for one and we'll give you a $20 account credit to use down the road. And then those special finance offer comes in really handy so much of time. So this is V36310 is your item number. We never charge you more, even if it's for the special financing. Now the thing is, we're going to ask you for your Q cards. Make sure you're paying that credit card off every month, just like you have to do with your major credit cards, so you won't incur any interest on that. Just that's a little disclaimer for you. All these pieces back here, some of the things that Sean, in that video, he talked about how we put it together and put it in the window. So you're going to get all of these pieces that you need to get it into the, you know, as installation. And we're going to talk about that installation. Should we do that now? Let's see it. Let's go ahead and see that installation video. Super helpful.
When you put the ends on and they just screw on, there's no tools required for this. This guy's flexible, because in this case, we didn't remove the bench here that's the window bench. We actually put it right over the window bench. We put the window kit in there, and it's simple. As long as your window opens up and down like this guy does here, or slides side to side, it's gonna work. These are your panels for the window. So you can have it as large. In this case, if I put these all the way out, you're going to be at 47 inches. Now, if you don't need all the panels, in my case for the window behind us, I didn't need the larger panel. All I did was use this panel and the smaller one and measured it up. Even if you don't need this guy here, down to 20 inches small to put it in your window. No tools required to put this together. That's what I really like.
Awesome. And obviously that video was taken when we were not doing social, social distancing. But one of the things that, Sean Bifford, I want you to come back, because there's a couple of things I want to ask you about. First of all, what is this 12,000 BTUs? What does that mean to me?
So 12,000 BTUs used to be how we purchased our air conditioners.
Okay.
Instead of saying room size, you had to classify it on how much energy it used to change 1 degree of temperature in your room.
Okay.
So 12,000 BTUs was usually a bigger unit. Nowadays, we've scaled that down where it comes down to about 6,300 is really what it is. So they're more efficient in how they work.
Okay.
This being a 4-in-1 unit 10 years ago would be twice the size and twice the weight. So that's how they classify air conditioners based on the BTU. It's basically an older way to do it. Now we look at it in room size. In this case, the 12,000 BTUs equates to a room that's 500 square feet.
Okay, but what about the heater? What's the kind of, what do you equate this heater?
Right, same thing. So we can heat and cool about the same size room. A 500 square foot room is a room that is 20 by 25. The room I have this in is 15 by 21, so it's a little over 300 square feet, and it does a fabulous job, even though it has a 2-story ceiling. So a lot of people, 500 square feet could be multiple bedrooms, could be your entire apartment. So you determine how you want it. The great thing is you have control with the remote control for the temperature. So if you don't need it to be 64 degrees, bone-chilling cold, and you like it at 72, all you simply do is hit your remote and you set the temperature to that.
We're going to go through like all the things, but let me do this real quickly. I want to walk off of 500 square feet for you, for those of you who are going to pay attention to this. So I'm going to walk this off. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go straight back, if this can help you to determine. This is about how big a 500 square foot room is. I'm going to go all the way back to this wall. From here, I'm going to go across. I'm going to go to this other wall here. I'm going to walk fully down here. So we've got a sizable space. That one little unit can actually heat, cool, get the air circulating in to here I am, and I'm going to go across to my 500 square feet. This guy is only $416 and change. And here's the thing. It's important to be efficient, right? Energy efficient, no matter what time of year it is, whether it's hot or cold, or you just don't need air conditioning or heater. This is the way to get it. What about those rooms that you really don't use very often? Just like Sean, we've talked about this in the past, because I used to live in a townhome, and we had a 4th floor. That would never get the heat or the cool that it needed to get. And we actually, our home that we live in now has one of those rooms where it gets blazing hot in that room, where it can be cool in all the other rooms. This is where you go to and say, you know what, I'm going to shut off the vent in that room. And then when somebody stays in that room, they can have this, and it can be very portable. But when all of a sudden now I need this in someplace else in the house, I can zippy-do it on over to something else because it's on wheels.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So all the professionals in the heating and cooling industry tell us That's the proper way to heat and cool a room that might have an issue. Otherwise, you're trying